Welcome to the Ship Color Palette. Today, we'll be talking about Tomarry. Intro. This is the pairing of Tom Riddle and Harry Potter. Well, since I have been covering up about Harry Potter, so we'll be solely focusing on Tom Riddle, aka Lord Voldemort. Tom Riddle was a half-blood and the heir of Salazar Slytherin, capable of speaking Parseltongue. His mother, Merope Gaunt, a pureblood, fell in love with a muggle, Tom Riddle Sr. After her father and brother was sent to Azkaban in 1925, Merope used her freedom and brewed a love potion to win Riddle over. They married, and she became pregnant. Then she stopped using the potion, believing that he might love her or stayed for the child. Upon regaining his free will, Tom Riddle Sr. immediately abandoned his pregnant wife. Abandoned, pregnant, and heartbroken, Merope sold their family precious heirloom, Slytherin's locket, for a meager amount to live. Then she died in a Muggle orphanage, Wolf's Orphanage, on New Year's Eve, 1926, shortly after giving birth to Tom Marvolo Riddle. Tom always knew he was different from other child in the orphanage. He is a charming kid in adults' eyes. But then he started actively terrorizing the other children and was feared by his peers. That had made the orphanage administrator acknowledge that he was dangerous. Well, some would say that Tom was bullied in his orphanage years, but there were never any evidence, as he was conceived under the influence of the Immortentia potion. He was inherently incapable of feeling love, empathy, or affection, and also growing up surrounded by poverty and death in the orphanage, as we would know that the year of that time it was the time of the Great Depression, causing a lot of poverty and death. Riddle developed an intense fear of mortality, which led him to create Horcruxes and obsess over immortality. In his years in Hogwarts, he gathered a lot of followers in Slytherin. In the eyes of many professors, he was a charming, hardworking, and intelligent student. The only professor that wasn't fooled by him was Albus Dumbledore, especially when he first went to orphanage and saw many things that he had already did unprovoked. During his time, he learned about Horcrux from Horace Slughorn. You have to kill to split your soul into objects or living things, achieving immortal. Instead of making one, he planned to split his soul to seven. The first time he made a Horcrux was when his sixth year, killing a fellow student, Myrtle Warren, then became Moaning Myrtle, with the basilisks from the Chamber of Secret. Then he came framing Hagrid to keep Hogwarts open. In the same year, he went to kill the Riddles and got the Gaunt ring from Morphin Gaunt, framing him for the death of the Riddles. After he graduated, Tom was denied a teaching position by Armando Tippett and got information from the Grey Lady, Helena Ravenclaw, the daughter of Rowena Ravenclaw, to find the diadem. He traveled to Albania and killed a person there for his third Horcrux. And then he took a job at Borgins and Burkes to acquire dark artifacts and murder Hepzibah Smith to steal Hufflepuff's cup and Slytherin's locket, creating more Horcruxes. He then vanished for years to travel and got deep into dark arts, which distorted his physical appearance. He then returned roughly 10 to 20 years later to ask Albus Dumbledore, the new headmaster, for the Defense Against Dark Arts positions, which was then denied again. So he cursed the position, so no professor could hold for more than 1 year. When he returned from his trip, he started fully adopting the persona of Lord Voldemort and initiating the First Wizarding War. He gathered more followers that called themselves the Death Eaters. Some were supportive of his cause to dominate Muggles and Muggleborns, while others were greedy for domination, wealth, and fame, and yet others joined Dark Lord out of fear. After the prophecy was made, Voldemort, who just know the half of it, became obsessed in wanting to kill said child. There were two kids that would fulfill the prophecy, Neville and Harry, and he chose the one that is same as he is, a half-blood. With the help of his spy, Peter Pettigrew, he found Godric's Hollow. But when he gave Lily a chance to back off, she chose to sacrifice herself for Harry, and that had made the protection on Harry that made the killing curse rebound and killing his body instead. What he didn't know is that killing his body had accidentally made a Horcrux himself and putting another piece of soul in Harry. What is Tomarry? Tomarry is a dark romance ship. In the 2025 all-time 100 list, this ship is on the 72nd place, and in 2025 January to December top 100 list, it is on the 97th place. There are two names that are frequently used for this ship. Tomarry, it is a combination of Tom and Harry's name. This name is often focused on a romantic relationship between Harry and a younger human like Tom Riddle. And then there's Harry Mort. It is a combination of Harry and Voldemort, frequently used when the romantic was with the Dark Lord Voldemort, but both names are sometimes used in an interchangeable way. There is a less common name called Tomhar. Then there are the initials HP/TR and TR/HP. When did Tomarry happen? The Tomarry ship has existed as a niche pairing since roughly the release of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in 2002, but gaining significant widespread popularity in the late 2010 and early 2020, driven by increasing fans' interest in dark romantic dynamics, enemies to lovers tropes, and time travel plots on the platform like TikTok, AO3, and FanfictionNet. Why Tomarry happened? The reason why this ship started, first of all, is shared parallels. Fans were drawn to the similarity between them, orphaned, puzzle tongues, and celebrity traits, character contrast, and drama. Tom is typically portrayed as calculating, manipulative, and charismatic, while Harry is viewed as brave, impulsive, and often jaded, creating an intense, often dark enemies to lovers dynamic, escapism, and dark romance. Readers enjoy the ship as a form of darker fanfic, allow them to explore a what if where Voldemort is not purely evil or where Harry joins him. The other half, Tomarry often plays on the idea that they are two halves in the same soul, creating a deep, inevitable connection, which is the irony because of the Horcrux. So the reason of this ship gaining traction, first of all, is intense psychological dynamic. Their relationship is viewed as forbidden love that explores deep, dark themes, often depicting Tom as possessive and Harry as a grounding influence. Fanfic creativity. The ship thrives on scenarios like time travel, sending Harry back to Riddle's era, or dealing with younger diary version of Riddle, which allows for intense slow burn romantic tension. Popularity boost. The ship grew significantly post COVID-19, and with the rise of TikTok allowing for creativity and visual storytelling. Shared soul. So this is the irony part that I said when the ship started. The fact that Harry is a Horcrux, essentially housing a piece of Voldemort's soul, provides a literal dark bound that many writers explore. Tropes. Top Tomarry fan fiction's trope: time travel to the 1940s. Harry's travel back in time and attends Hogwarts with Tom Riddle, often leading to him trying to change or seduce him. Horcrux soulbound, leveraging the connection caused by the piece of Voldemort's soul inside Harry, often featuring intense physic or electric chemistry. Dark Slytherin Harry. Harry is sorted into Slytherin or become disillusioned with the light side and embrace dark magic, joining Tom. Enemies to lover. Obsession. Intense hate to love dynamics where their mutual obsession turns into a romantic, often toxic relationship. Harry raises Tom, a twist on time travel where Harry became a mentor or guardian to a young Tom Riddle to prevent him to become Voldemort. Freak of Freak, mutual insanity. Both characters are portrayed as dangerous, unsafe, and deeply unhinged, finding stability only in each other. Voldemort wins AU. This is a alternate universe scenario where Harry is forced into a relationship with the victorious Dark Lord. Betrayed by the Blight. Harry is betrayed by Dumbledore or the Order, leading him to Tom. Abuse Harry, saved by Tom. Tom or his Death Eater intervene to save a neglected, abused Harry from the Dursleys. Thoughts? This ship is just overall toxic, but I have to say I enjoyed the romance. Um, think I started to know the ship about 2018 till 19. I was still reading Wattpad and starting to change to AO3, and most of the fanfic that I read were all great written. So I think that had made me easy to accept this ship, I guess. So I do like them. I do like them. And it doesn't mean that it's not weird though, from an outsider's perspective. And this ship is really vile, I would say. It is kind of the thing that, though, I would say that most ship in this fandom has the most conflict pairings. Not just Tomarry, there's a lot more out there, really conflicted. And when you actually think about it, you will start questioning yourself why you like this kind of ship. But, well, I think liking some vile and dark ships maybe not that bad, I would say, because it's not really in the real life. So, yeah, even though I start questioning myself doing this whole research, it's kind of funny to be honest. Okay, let's just jump to the ship color palette. So, let's just say, why I feel conflict about this is that I do like this ship. I know it is somewhat disgusting, okay? But I like this ship. So, that's one thing. That's one thing. The way that I don't know where to put this, it's kind of disturbing. Yes. So, I'll try to put them on this list. Just the ships that I've already put on this palette. I would say that it's not focusing on what I like. It's more on how the canon personality fits in. Okay, it's not morally. Let's not put morally inside this ship palette. Because if that's the case, I think a lot will be on dread, troll, or death. So to be honest, let's just say to be honest, if Tomarry is to be put on a moral scale, they definitely would be dead. Okay, let's just see where I put. Okay, I put them on Dread. Okay, why? I didn't put them on Troll because I think the dynamics are better than Jegulus. They are not supposed to be together. Okay, let's just say personality wise, Harry would never be with Tom. He killed his parents. He killed his parents. There's no way that he would willingly be with Tom. Uh, for Tom, he's obsessed with killing Harry. There is some kind of dynamics that say that if Tom knew that Harry was his Horcrux, then he wouldn't kill him. That's true. Okay, that might be true. Would they develop a romantic kind of relationship? Well, I would say not really, but putting Harry in keepsake for not letting him in harm because of the Horcrux? Maybe. After all, at least at the Hogwarts War, he is the last two Horcrux. So, yeah, I just don't think that it would be in Troll because it's better than Jackless because they have the dynamic that might happen to be a dark romance, toxic romantic thing. Might happen. Let's just say might happen. The dark romance thing might happen. Tip for the next ship. This next ship is a non-canon ship. This is also a Marauder era ship, and one of the character had debuted in the Goblet of Fire. And that's that. And if you guys like my video, please put a thumbs up, subscribe, and put on the notification for the next video. Thank you guys for watching.